Hello everyone. We shall continue with our video lecture with the topic Interprocess Communication from Module 5 of Embedded System. Interprocess communication. Interprocess communication is a mechanism where one processor can communicate or exchange data with another process. In this figure, it is shown that process A can give data to process B. Similarly, process B can transfer its data to process A. Process may be running on one or more computers connected by a network. In general, interprocess communication means that a process generates some information by setting or resetting a token or generates an output so that another process take note or to signal to an operating system for starting a process or use it under the control of an operating system. Even quite small applications can benefit from this approach, particularly where there could be many users accessing a common resource, such as a database. Client-server computing always use IPC, that is interprocess communication. Now we'll see the purpose of interprocess communication. So it has been used for information sharing, data transferring, synchronization, and even notification. Now we will see the use of interprocess communication. We have got 5 uses, mainly 5 uses. The first one it is to interrupt the current process by another process. Second point, to notify the occurrence of an event to another process. Third one, to set or reset a signal, token, or a flag to generate a message when computation is completed. Fourth point, to generate information regarding completion of computation by one process to another process. Fifth point, to generate information or value or message in a process which can be noted by another process or can be used through the kernel. Now we'll see different IPC methods or different types of IPCs. It has signal, semaphores, message passing, message queues, mailboxes, pipe, sockets, file and memory map files, and finally shared memory. Now we'll see the summary of interprocess communication. So IPC facilitate efficient message transfer between process and allows one application to control another application, thereby enabling data sharing without any interference. Now we'll move on to the next topic, that is signal. One method of interprocess communication is by using an operating system function called signal. Signal is a limited form of IPC used in Unix or Unix-like operating systems. Essentially, it is an asynchronous notification sent to a process in order to notify it of an event that occurred. When a signal is sent to a process, operating system interrupts the process normal flow of execution and calls a function for signal handling. On return from the signal handler, the process continues as before. Execution can be interrupted during any instruction. One of the important aspects of signal is to it provides the shortest communication. Now we will see some of the signal related IPC functions. They are signal handler, connect, signal, mask, unmask and ignore. Now first of all we will see signal handler function. It is used for creating a signal handler corresponding to a signal identified by the signal number and defines a pointer to signal context. Let me say once again, it is used for creating a signal handler corresponding to a signal identified by the signal number and defines a pointer to signal context. Second point, connect function. It is used to connect an interrupt vector to a signal number with signal handler function and signal handler argument. This interrupt vector table provides the value of program counter as a signal handler function address. Third point, signal. This function is used to send a signal identified by a number to a signal handler task. Fourth one, it is mask, which is used for masking the signal. Fifth one, unmask. It is used to unmask the signal. And finally, ignore. This function is used to ignore the signal. Now we will see the application of signal function. An important application of the signal is to handle exception. So what is an exception? An exception is a process that is executed on a specific reported runtime condition. A signal reports an exception during the running of a task and then the scheduler initiates an error handling process. The advantage of signal function. It takes the shortest possible CPU time. Disadvantage of signal function. It is very high priority process. And signal may cause re-entrance problem. Re-entrance is nothing but process not returning to the state identical to the one before the signal handler process executed. The summary of signal handler. A signal is an asynchronous event which is delivered to a process. Asynchronous means that an event can occur at any time. I hope you understood what exactly an inter-process communication and what is a signal. Thank you.